The Trump Organization and its chief financial officer, Alan Weisselberg, are facing their first criminal charges ever. Weisselberg led into the courtroom Thursday afternoon in handcuffs. A grand jury in Manhattan indicted him in what a prosecutor called sweeping and audacious tax fraud. In the 15-count indictment, prosecutors say they've traced a scheme as far back as 2005 to compensate Weisselberg and other Trump Organization executives in a manner that was, quote, off the books through indirect or disguised means. Prosecutors allege the organization gave perks to senior employees that would lower their tax burden. Former President Trump's company allegedly paid for Weisselberg's car, leases, utilities, rent, even private school for his family. The school checks were signed by Trump himself. The state and city cheated out of income taxes. The Trump Organization paid lower payroll taxes. The scheme previously highlighted by President Trump's former attorney, Michael Cohen.
There's nothing that has been said that I couldn't have scripted out in advance.
The purpose of indicting an organization is to try to get conviction against the organization in order to disband it, revoke any licenses, and try to attach bank accounts.
Attorney Jeffrey Nathan specializes in white-collar crime and is not connected to this case. He says it's rare to see corporations charged with tax crime because they're afforded more protections in the tax code.
As a businessman and real estate developer, I have legally used the tax laws to my benefit and to the benefit of my company, my investors, and my employees. I mean, honestly, I have brilliantly used those laws.
Weisselberg helped run Trump's companies when he was president and has worked for the Trump family since 1973. He's remained fiercely loyal to the former president and is now under pressure to flip. Some, like his former daughter-in-law, believe seeing his name on an indictment might change things.
I think he'll be in a different mindset after today.
Nathan says there's little incentive for him to flip or take a plea agreement, in part because it could be years before the 73-year-old is actually tried.
The backlog in the judicial system right now nationwide is such that a paper crime case gets pushed to the back of the list. Doesn't matter who the defendant is.
Cohen disagrees.
His life is on the line. He's 74 years old. He gets 3 years, 5 years, whatever it is. That's real time when you're in your golden years. He doesn't want to be away from his wife and his sons and his grandchildren.
But the clock is ticking for Manhattan District Attorney Cy Vance, who is leaving office soon. Still, for now, former President Donald Trump is not directly implicated, though New York Attorney General Letitia James says this investigation will continue, and we will follow the facts and the law wherever they may lead. In a statement, the Trump Organization alleged Weisselberg is being used as a pawn in a scorched earth attempt to harm the former president. Both the organization and Weisselberg have pleaded not guilty. In Manhattan, Alex Miller, Newsy.